Good evening, Rob, and good evening to our viewers.
Busy weekend. Do you want to chat about that offside? Everybody's saying that Mame Niang was he not? Coach thinking otherwise. You've had a look at it?
I've had a look at it, and it's our spot-on moment of the week. Beautiful decision there, and you'll see why we're saying we choose it as the spot-on moment. Look at where the ball is. Just at the moment, it's coming off the foot of his teammate, and we look at Mame Niang. Maybe the disadvantage there is because he wears a size 12 shoe, I don't know. But it's a football playing part. The knee is showing beyond the defender. The foot is also showing beyond the defender. I just have no idea how the assistant referee was able to get that one right, because it was so close, but a perfect decision to give it as an offside, because he was clearly closer to the opponent's goal line than the second last defender there, and closer by fraction. Just the tiny front portion of his foot and his knee was in front, but the laws of the game do not measure how much you are in front. They just say as long as you're closer to the opponent's goal line than the second last opponent, you're offside. Brilliant decision by the assistant referee.
All right, so there you have it. It's not always about bashing referees or assistant referees, but it's also about giving a spot-on moment when right has been given. So anybody that doubted that, you've just seen what it's all about. Now, there was a charge when a football player with Victor Gomes as a referee comes to you, charges. Other people believe that if you're a captain, you have every right to question decisions. Ace, how true is that?
No, it's not true at all, Rob. In fact, it's expressly stated in the laws of the game that the captain does not have or enjoy any extra rights above the other players. He is just another player. He's expected to provide leadership, and there's definitely nothing wrong with asking the referee, but you cannot instruct the referee, and definitely you cannot prevent him from discharging his duties. And you look at that incident there that happens with the Chiefs player there. It's clearly dissent on the part of Libise, and it's one of the 7 cautionable offenses. So the referee was quite correct in cautioning Libise because it's dissent by word or action as written in the laws of the game, and he was doing both. Now, look at the distance that the goalkeeper, not the captain, the goalkeeper traveled to where the referee was, and then he comes back to him and actually physically touches him, bordering on gross misconduct there, which could have led to him being shown the red card. Because it was not only dissent now, it was bordering on misconduct that could have been punishable by a dismissal. Very unbecoming of a captain, very unbecoming of a player who's recently been celebrated as the top sports person in the country. It was very wrong of him to do that to the referee. All right. Definitely not something that we would want our youngsters to emulate.
All right. Now, here there have been 1 or 2 changes. Is it what, to the laws of the game? What's been going on?
Well, Rob, we've received quite a number of inquiries from our viewers who've appreciated the knowledge that they've been getting from this show, but then also want to put things into context. You know, we're talking about a lot of changes, but they wanted to know what was it like in the early days before we got to where we are now with the laws of the game, which are adapted for the modern match. And to just take us back and look at some light-hearted historical anecdotes, you know, of what used to be in the early days. And we just want to ask Shakes when we present this one. Shakes, imagine this, you playing for Kaizer Chiefs, 90,000 spectators at FNB Stadium.
That's the truth, based on a true story.
Soweto Derby.
Yeah,
League deciding match.
Baba.
And there is no referee.
I'm asking
you, how would you feel? You're playing there. 90,000 spectators and there's no referee, and you're expected to play for 90 minutes.
No, it's a professional league. There should be referees organized.
Well, in the early days, Rob, there used to be a referee.
Oh.
It was expected that the people who played football were gentlemen. They wouldn't commit any fouls. They wouldn't infringe the laws of the game. If there was any dispute, it was settled between the 2 captains. Even when a referee was introduced much later, you know, he used to just stand outside the field of play and was appealed to when they couldn't agree on settling a dispute. So that's where we come from to these early days, to these late days now, when even with the sweeping powers given to referees by Law 5, instead of captains, you know, settling disputes without needing a referee, they are challenging referees.
Sure. Love that. Anecdotal stuff coming through here from Mr. Spot On, the onderwyser. Hey. Who would have imagined? I mean, now referees need assistance from TVs and everything else that is going on from a technological perspective. All right, let's get straight to our